Hello. We are here today to do a Light Elegance manicure. We are going to walk through a couple of the steps in a manicure. We're not going to be here for the whole thing. We've got our Halloween leftover snacks ready to go because you need that if you're going to be sitting here for a while. And today I am here with Mackenzie Annis, who is our Light Elegance educator in-house. We're so fortunate to work with her. And I am Bonnie Annis, and I am the owner and creative director of L'Amour. So today what we're going to talk about is what, Mackenzie? What steps are we going to cover today in this portion of our live series?
Removal of color and preparing for a nail fill.
Great. So I have a 2-week manicure here. Lots of glitter, lots of shine, a little scuffing because I've been doing some home renovations, little flooring. I don't have that much grow out, but I do like to get a new manicure every 2 weeks.
You just like the new colors every 2 weeks.
I do like the new colors every 2 weeks. Okay, so speaking of new colors, let's talk about what we're going to do for colors today.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful. Show us what we got. I've been planning this one for 2 weeks.
So these are newer colors. These two are brand new. They just released 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
What's the collection called for this one?
That is a good question.
This is Time to Party? Let's Party.
Let's party.
I don't know. It's all about the party. And really,
Party.
that's what's important. It's time for a party.
And then we have, this one is from the summer.
Okay, so let's see what they look like. Let's talk about what we're gonna do with them.
Midnight Meat is actually on my nails right now under my gloves.
Oh my God, it's a beautiful creamy shimmer, which you can see here in the butter, oh man, in the buttercream formulation. And you can see that buttercream has a thicker viscosity. Just leave that light off for a second so that we can then put that beside this one. It's a thicker viscosity it's highly pigmented, meant for single coat coverage. And we are going to pair it with
Sparkles or sequins?
I'll take both. Thank you very much. It is a fabulous, oh my God, I can't even tell you. I live for glitter. I mean, you can see in my previous manicure, I just live for glitter. So this is a mixed glitter with some larger, chunkier pieces that will position and some smaller glitter pieces. Now this manicure we're doing is inspired by Taylor Swift's manicure when she just had her album release a couple of weeks ago. And I know that was so last week, but I had another manicure that needed to go with an outfit I was wearing. So I had to wait for this manicure. So tell me now, what are we doing with this color? With that glitter, rather. What's its role in this manicure?
Starfish Kisses. So this one's really cool because it does, if you can see a little bit, there are actually some stars in there, different shapes of stars too.
Pull some out for us.
You can
Yummy.
see a couple in there, little twinkly stars.
So we're just gonna pull out a couple of glitter chunks. Man,
So pretty. It looks like a sandy beach.
I sure hope that the camera and the light is capturing what we're seeing here, because the glitter shine is just incomparable. All right, so let's put this away and we get to that after. I always like to look at the colors first because I have to remember what I'm doing this for, and it is to literally wear this color because I can't even stand it. Okay, so what's the first step? Now that we've chosen the colors, I suppose we'll put the chocolate away for now. Save that for later. And now we're going to start some removal, right? So let's talk about the process of removal.
So we have already wiped your nails to get rid of any dirt or debris that could get caught in bits. So we're starting with a clean nail, and I'm going to take my homemade kit that my father made me, and I am going to take my preppy bit, my speedy bit, this is a speedy, and then pop that in my e-file and lock that. and turn that on, and then I'm just going to very gently Just push down and remove the gel. So I'm not pushing very hard.
The problem is with the client who is always trying to look at her own nails. It's a thing. I can tell when Mackenzie tends to pull my hand harder because I'm always trying to see what she's doing. I'm a terrible client, I must say. Yeah, don't say anything, Mackenzie. We don't need to know about this.
I'll just tap her hand when she's trying to see.
So this is our ritual. Every 2 weeks, we sit down together and we map out what my manicure is going to look like. So I ask you if I do this to get some time with my daughter or if I like manicures. I would say probably the answer is both. Nail enhancements are something that are really, really important to me. And you know, the thing about getting a great haircut is that, you know, you love to get your hair done. That's always fun. You love to get it styled. But the thing about a new haircut is you only see it when you walk past a mirror. The thing about a great manicure is that you see it whenever you want. I talk with my hands a whole lot more when I have a manicure.
A new manicure.
New manicure. I take my nail fees.
After she gets her nails done that whole day, and second day she's doing, oh yes, you know, like when I talk about that thing, you know.
And I point just like so, and I talk about this. And what's inside does matter. The reason that we have chosen the Light Elegance brand is, you know, glitter. Just voted 2022 Best Glitter by Nail Pro Magazine. The award just came out. But in addition to glitter, the chemistry is what's important. The research and development takes place in Oregon, and it's all done in-house at Light Elegance, which is really, really important. The partner at Light Elegance is Jim McConnell, who is a polymer chemist, and he developed this brand with his wife Leslie to create safe nail enhancements for Leslie's nail salon. So that's the end. What have we done here? We've just removed the color.
So we've just removed the color. I haven't removed any bulk of the nail. I think we'll probably shorten them down a little bit.
I'm kind of liking them long.
Oh, okay, we're keeping them long. This is about twice as long as what she normally gets,
I know,
so that's exciting.
But they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful.
So we've just done the removal of the majority of the gel. You can see there is still some. My client is a little bit more on the sensitive side, so I try to stay away from getting too close to her skin. So now I am going to use the Light Elegance Itty Bitty bit, and this is my favorite bit, even more than the Speedy bit. I use this for all of my manicures, and it goes so much faster because of that.
What is this one made of?
So this is a carbide bit.
Okay.
And it only goes in one direction. Now it makes removal very quick, and the bit lasts a very long time because of what it's made of, but because of how, I don't know if you can see, how they're only going in one direction.
Yeah, they kind of have a lean.
Yeah, so it only works in the one for right-handed people, but if you are a lefty, you would have to work the other way, and that doesn't quite work.
So you can't just reverse your, no.
No, you can't, because it only will work removing the one way.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And that, so there is a left-handed bit, right?
Yes, which is why they came out with the Lefty Loo, and it is specifically meant for left-handed estheticians or nail techs.
Left-handed people get no respect. I'm a lefty here. And so this one is made of?
So this is a diamond bit, so this can go either way. It's just got grit, like if you think of like sandpaper.
And your zippy file is a reversible variable speed,
yes,
right?
so it can spin this way or this way.
And we'll talk about the zippy in another video. But
so I like to start just by getting excess color off. So just very, very gently.
yeah, I can't feel that at all.
And the itty bitty bit is just relaxing.
Sorry, I know, I can't relax because I'm watching what you're doing.
The itty bitty bit is very gentle. There are a couple other bits you could use for what I am doing. You could use the smoothie bit, which is a little bit bigger than this. You could also use the preppy bit, would work pretty well. I just like that I can kind of kill two birds with one stone using the one bit.
We don't really kill any birds, but that's okay. So last time I had a manicure, I had, you may be able to see in the camera, I had some fairly lengthy extensions put on. So now, and I do tend to change the length up fairly frequently. So we're gonna keep it long this time, but oftentimes we will file it right down to the length of my natural nail, which then becomes an overlay. So this is a full-on extension. In future videos, we're going to talk about nail prep, nail shaping, but we wanted to introduce this video with just preparing the nail for a fill. So we're not going to talk today about any of the products used in a fill, except in passing to say that Mackenzie prefers to use on my nails the Extreme, because the Light Elegance Extreme Builder, because it is flexible for my very, very thin eggshell nails.
Okay, so I've just removed all the color except from the free edge, but that's fine. I'll get that with the finish filing. So leaving the bit very level to the nail. I'm not
parallel to the nail as opposed to perpendicular.
Exactly. I'm not like this. I'm going along with the nail. So just starting in the middle. Again, I'm still going the one direction, and very, very gently. I don't even know if you can feel what I'm doing. And wiping the nail with the brush whenever I need to, just so I can see exactly what I'm doing.
Can I tell you a story? One time I used to see a nail professional who, all she did was nails. She was not an esthetician, I don't believe. And I went in for a fill. I didn't even know the terms then. This was a long time ago, before you were born. But I went in there and I asked her to clean up the cuticles. And she said, why would I do that? Because you're just going to need a fill sooner. So she would leave the cuticles. I'm not kidding you. I just remember this story. She would leave the cuticles as they are so that you couldn't see the growth on the nail. So, yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it is so weird. And there's all kinds of people in this industry. All right, so we've cleaned up cuticles. There wasn't much there, was there?
I'm not quite done yet.
Oh, sorry.
So I just did the one half of the nail because it was spinning the one way. So I've turned it off, switched the directions, and turned it back on. And now again, I'm going to start from the middle and work my way out.
So when this video is done, we are going to put some links in the captions. Okay, I don't want to know.
Too much coffee.
Too much coffee, yes. Busy days. We're going to put some links in the captions to the photos, the final photos of this manicure, so you can see what we're going to end up with.
So if you're watching this live, come back and check it out later.
For our photos that we're going to sum up with. And links to where you can get more information about Light Elegance. So this is Bonnie Annis and Mackenzie Annis, the talented nail professional, who is going to finish my manicure now. And do you have any more to add?
I do. Just one more thing.
One more thing.
So of course you do have to clean up the cuticle a little bit, do some nipping, but you don't really have too much. But the last thing I just want to show, which is probably the most important part, yes, you do want to do your finish filing, but using a seasoned, so the edges are softer, so they're not sharp, a seasoned nail file, and just roughing up the natural nail, just very gently. And I like to turn it lengthwise so that you can really get into all of the nooks and crannies, the gray areas.
I don't have any nooks and crannies. Actually, I find as I get older, I have more nooks and crannies. I know.
So I'm just really gently roughing up the surface. I'm not removing anything. I'm just roughing it up so that the gel has something to stick to. If you think of like a Velcro. So this is the bottom part, the hard part, and you've got all these little pieces sticking up so that the gel can hook on to every single little piece.
Okay, so are we done with that now?
Now we are done.
Okay, so what are we gonna do next steps? We're gonna end this video now, but what are the next steps for this manicure?
So the next steps, we've got to do some nipping, a little bit of finish filing, and then we're gonna wipe the nails, apply some tack, extreme, a little bit of finish filing, color, and top coat.
Great, and we're going to stick with the tapered square.
Right.
Darcy Olin from Light Elegance, the Dean of Students, and has her own YouTube channel, which is Brilliant Darcy's Desk. She has been doing the tapered square shape very often, and I realized that that is my shape. All right, thanks so much for joining us today, and watch for the captions for some of the details. Thank you.